Welcome back, guys. It's Greg Weick with your Doctor Strange review here. Again, Greg Weick from BeyondComics.tv. I'm a comic book artist, writer, and film director for those who don't know. And I'm giving you a spoiler-free to start review of Doctor Strange, and I will warn you before I say any spoilers. Alright, so let's start with number one. This movie was freaking fantastic. I loved this movie, okay? I was freaking out. Like, I'm not even joking you. I loved this freaking movie. Yes, there were some problem areas. Yes, there were some parts that were like, could have been a little bit more improved or whatever. But overall, what a freaking amazing movie. It was great. Overall, okay? So, why was it great without giving away spoilers? Number one, most creative fights and special effects and just awesome stuff that was so entertaining. It was a real entertaining movie, very thought-provoking, very interesting to see them hit the points they did. Certain awkward moments or things that were rushed I can get into in a moment, but overall, wow. See it, must see, definitely. This is one of the movies you should see in 3D or IMAX if you have the opportunity to. I saw it in 3D, real 3D, it was great. Normally I'm not a big 3D guy anymore, but this was worth it. Excuse me, this was not, let's say, it's on the better end of 3D than other 3D films. So it's more enjoyable with the 3D, I think, in this particular case. Also, biggest screen that you can find. Bigger the better for this type of movie. Really, really fun. Let's see. I would say this would be like Matrix, like the first Matrix. You know how that had some really creative, innovative kind of stuff? It kind of was like that type of a feel, which was really cool. Alright, now, on to spoilers. Guys, I'm warning you, spoiler alert, be careful! Cover your ears if you don't want to hear it. Here we go. This is the spoiler part of the review for Doctor Strange. Okay, with regards to Doctor Strange, by the way, is there somebody behind me? I'm just curious here. That's my character, codenamed Justice, and Ravidactyl. I'll tell you more about those guys in one of my future videos. But for now, with Doctor Strange, this movie was freaking awesome, guys. I'm not even joking you. It was so cool, as I said before. I'll start with the problematic parts, okay? Problematic parts, some of the, his character being a little bit cheeky and kind of speaking a little bit sarcastically, a la Spider-Man, Ryan Reynolds, Deadpool type of thing. I don't know that worked for his character as much, but I tend to think that it was still enjoyable. A little bit rushed when he starts to develop his powers. Some of the other people reacting too calmly to his special powers, like his girlfriend in the movie, or love interest. You know, kind of like, oh my god, I'm so shocked, and now I'm over it and accept it. You know what I mean? Like, I would have had her pass out, show some time delay, show little sequences that say something like, you know, 3 months later, or a few months later, or something. I understand they tried to indicate the passage of time through his beard growing and stuff, but look, I can grow a beard in 3 days. So, you know what I mean? But anyway, the idea is that these are small elements that maybe could have been improved upon. But overall, wow. I really would say, like, when you see an action movie like this, let's say The Matrix, I gave the first Matrix movie, I gave a 10 out of 10. Wonderful, freaking, incredibly creative movie, especially when it came out. I think it was 1999 when it came out. Amazing movie. What's interesting is a lot of people don't realize that Blade came out 1998, 1 year before Matrix, 1999, which had a very similar look and feel. So very, very interesting there. But that being said, this movie, now all these years later, coming out, Doctor Strange, is that next kind of level of mental ingenuity, trying to figure things out, things being more spiritual and more in the elements of the beyond. You know, I love that stuff. My company's BeyondComics.tv, for those of you who don't know. So, you know, I love that kind of stuff, man. It's great. I'm just geeking out. Anyway, the whole thing with the Doctor Strange movie, though, overall, was the creative special effects. I mean, guys, spoiler alert again, you know, when they start summoning the fabric of the universal power shields and fighting and climbing on this kind of incredible building, twisting walls, which really was incredible. Very similar to the movie that you saw them do with Leonardo DiCaprio. Kind of that I think is the film that started that kind of trend. But if you want to go back farther, you could think of movies, the David Bowie movie. Remember when they had him kind of walking up and down the stairs upside down and stuff like that? What was that? Not Dark Crystal. It was the other movie. Oh, I don't know. I'm blank. Maybe it was Dark Crystal. Anyway, whatever it was great. And I'll look it up on IMDb. But the whole point is that it was very creative, and the ingenuity and genius behind having them explain how they can defy gravity and warp the buildings in the mirror world and different worlds and things like that was so clever to me. That kind of stuff was a really cool. What do you think, Justice? You agree? I think he agrees. Yes. But it was really cool. So again, please post your comments on your favorite scenes in this film. Let me know what your favorite moments were. I think the beginning, building his character, showing the ingenious, quantification of how they tie science into the spiritual, and and showing him break his hands, and then having the drama from that, and then having him go from there to the other sequences. By the way, did any of you guys notice the Spawn similarities? Which is interesting. Even though Doctor Strange came first in the comic books, Spawn, the movie, had shown that his cape comes to life and kind of defends him, right? And then also at the end of the Spawn film, he fights the Malebolgia demon, which is that CG kind of creature in hell. And this was like very similar elements in Doctor Strange to those two sequences. Of course, this was done tremendously at a higher level, but the CGI of that demon space creature, his face at the end, I thought was a little too computery looking, a little bit too computer graphics looking, video game-ish, I guess you could say, but I liked it. I liked the way it looked. I just would have rather that they maybe toned down the colors or made him seem a little bit more infused and realistic versus video game-ish. But I thought the ending, big spoiler alert, was genius, that he keeps going on a loop. He won't stop the loop of killing himself, thereby capturing the evil creature until he agrees to negotiate. The creature's like, free me! That was badass, man. Clever stuff. These writers are damn good. I'm very excited about this stuff, guys. And for someone like me who writes comics and draws, with the new work that I'm done working on, 5 projects simultaneously of my own, and one that, I'll announce it when the time comes, but it's going to be pretty big. But with these guys like Ravedactyl, when I'm writing his stuff, this is definitely in, the realm of that. That kind of psychological, mind-bending thriller with surprises and things. So this character here, I mean, if you watch my other videos on Mandela Effect and time travel and just a whole bunch of stuff, and how to actually have it work in reality, not fantasy. That stuff is pretty intense, and I put a lot of that in the comic books that you're going to be reading about here. So please make sure to subscribe for updates, guys, and let's all connect as a comic book community and show love and support for all the comic books out there. And thank you guys from the bottom of my heart for supporting us independent artists. It is very, very hard to kind of have a little space here amongst the big Marvels and DCs, which I love so much, but there's just enough room for us to squeeze in and say hi. We have some stuff to contribute to. So thanks so much for watching. Make sure to subscribe for updates, and please post your comments below, and I'll see you guys soon. Bye.